Hello everybody. Welcome to Omar Gani MES College Remote Learning Hub. I am Khurshed, Head Department of English. Today I will convey a chapter by chapter critical commentary on Silas Marner by George Eliot. Today is the first segment covering chapter 1 to 6. The objectives of this lesson is to provide a deeper insight and understanding of the novel. A structure is the foundation of a novel. Silas Marner has been written in two parts. A larger part 1 consists of chapter 1 to 15 and a smaller part 2 consists of chapter 16 to concluding chapter. The narrative covers two periods of time. In part 1, the first period is 1805 to the opening 15 years after Silas arrived in Raveloe. The second period is 1790 to onward through the flashback to show Silas's experience in Lantern. The third period of time is covered in part 2, starts in 1821, a time shift to go forward to even 16 years after the opening of the novel. The first page of the novel takes us back to early 19th century England, before the changes of the Industrial Revolution. We read descriptions of activities, people, and ideas that were already old-fashioned in 1861 when the book was first published. The author's style in the opening is important. Think about how George Eliot creates the slow pace of time and allows us to see Raveloe and its surrounding countryside. In the first chapter, three important themes are highlighted. The theme of outsider is introduced with Silas. The theme of jealousy is with William Dane, and the theme of community through church group. In the second chapter, Silas is presented as a miserly outsider. Losing his spiritual life, Silas copes by spending hours mechanically weaving. Alone for over 15 years, Silas has become obsessed with work and is a miser. His aim is now acquisition of gold itself. The third chapter depicts the lifestyle of the idle rich people. We meet members of the small landowner class who are called the gentry because they either own or rent their farm. We are introduced with a square caste and whose family owns most of the land. Careful reading of chapter 3 gives details of the characters and daily lives of Squire caste and his two oldest sons. In this chapter, Silas is in trouble. Despite all his previous experience, Silas still has faith in heaven because he rushes to the rainbow for help. His only concern is to regain his gold and not to hurt or punish anyone. This chapter reveals the wickedness of Dunstan caste through a series of events. Dunstan's theft links Silas with Godfrey caste, preparing us for their interweaving of parallel plot. In this chapter, Silas is in trouble. Despite all his previous experience, Silas still has faith in heaven because he rushes to the rainbow for help. His only concern is to regain his gold and not to hurt or punish anyone. Chapter 6 shows the narrowness of the village life. We are introduced to the working men of the villages enjoying their pipes, beer, and conversation. They are described as a group. Their descriptions bring the characters to life, showing village attitudes. With this, we conclude our first segment, and here are some checkpoints to study. And in the next segment, we will analyze chapter 7 to 15